What's up guys, it's Danta. Now in today's video, I'll be showing you how to solo the glory of the Uldir Raider Achievement. Now whenever you complete this achievement, you will be rewarded with the Bloodgorged Crawg mount. This mount in my opinion looks goofy as hell, but it also looks pretty cool. And for some reason, it always reminds me of the Dwarf from the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Now as always, I'll try to keep this video short and easy to follow. So, before we enter Uldir, there are a couple of things you might want to know. First up, Blizzard has not yet given us a boost to our damage whenever we enter BFA raids, so this means that you are going to need some gear on your character. Now I'd recommend trying most of these achievements with an item level of 400 or higher. For some of the hardest achievements, I use the character with 422 item level, which is a pretty low item level nowadays, so it shouldn't really be a problem. Now there are two achievements where you are going to need a specific class. The last achievement requires you to have a mage, and the achievement before that requires you to have a class with immunity, like a paladin bubble, hunter turtle, or a mage ice block. Now you could also try this on another class if you can do at least 3 mil damage in like 30 seconds. Then there is an achievement where you or someone in your party is going to need a certain toy. This toy is called the Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron, which you can get from archaeology. Then there's just one more thing. Even though most of these achievements are kinda easy to solo, except for one, which makes me already mad whenever I'm thinking about it. If you have a friend or guildie that wants the glory of the Uldir Raider Achievement as well, you could group up and it would make most of these achievements even easier. Especially the first achievements, which I'll be talking about right now. So, the first achievement we have to do here is called Elevator Music. Now beware. If you are going to do this solo, you will probably end up as bald as Asmongold, because this achievement is so tedious whenever you are going to do this alone. Now, first I'll try to explain how to do it solo, and after that how to do it in a way that's 1000 times easier. So, for this achievement, we have to bring down the boss to 35% HP. Whenever we do that, phase 2 will start. When phase 2 starts, the elevator will go down, and while the elevator goes down, you will see 4 orbs. You have to collect all 4 orbs while the elevator goes down, and after that you will have to kill the boss. Now if you've seen my Glory of the Tomb Raider video, you know how much I hated the Skywalker achievement. The orbs you have to collect for the Elevator Music achievement have the same garbage ass hitboxes as the orbs you had to collect for the Skywalker achievement. Oh, and if the hitboxes being bad wasn't enough, the orbs, their location will actually change after every attempt. And the boss will also despawn if you fall off the elevator. This is such a great achievement. Now, with that being said, after 3 to 4 hours, I finally figured it all out. What you want to do to make it yourself easier is you want to come here with a demon hunter or a hunter, since they have a disengage, which may get you back up on the elevator if something goes wrong. Also, if you have a night elf, I would highly recommend using it, because with Shadow Melt, you will be able to reset the boss whenever you need to. Now here is how to solo this achievement. Whenever you enter the boss room, you will see 4 triangles on your minimap, 1 in each corner. The orbs will always spawn at either one of those triangles. Whenever you pick up an orb and die, or the boss despawns, the orb's locations will change. Here's what you want to do. You want to start the fight. Bring the boss down to around 35% HP, and whenever you do that, he will go to the middle and the elevator will start going down. At this point, what you want to do is walk around on the elevator and look up in which corners the orbs are going to spawn. So for example, if the first orb spawns in the upper left corner, you want to write that down. Now you want to do that for all 4 of the orbs. Then whenever you have the location of all 4 orbs, you want to jump down the elevator and use Shadow Melt or Feign Death. This will basically reset the boss and teleport you back up. After a minute or so, the boss room will open up and you will be able to try to get all the orbs this time. So, when the elevator goes down, you want to move to the first spawn location of the orb. You want to walk off the elevator straight onto the orb. Don't try to glide on it or something like that if you are a demon hunter, because you will glide through it. These hitboxes are messed up. Now, whenever you hit the orb, it will bounce you up and basically get you back onto the elevator, if timed correctly. This is something really important. You really have to time it correctly, because otherwise you won't get back up on the elevator. If you aren't getting bounced back onto the elevator, you might be able to with Vengeful Retreat or Disengage. Now sometimes you hit the orb, but since the hitboxes are pretty bad, you will just fall through the orb, which will eventually reset the fight, because you were not able to get back on the elevator. It's super annoying, but if you manage to get the timing right, and you collect all 4 orbs, kill the boss, you will have your achievement. Now, for those that want the easiest way to do this, get a demon hunter, get a friend, make him stand AFK on the elevator, push the boss to 35% HP. When the elevator goes down, all you want to do is you want to glide through all 4 orbs as a demon hunter. Then you want to wait till the elevator reaches the bottom floor. And basically what you want to do then is just nuke the boss and you will both get the achievement. Next up we have Parental controls. So for this achievement you want to make 3 trapzoids, or well, I'll just call them buttons, go dark, and after that you want to kill the boss. Now whenever you start the fight you will see that you are able to click on a couple of buttons which are located at the opposite ends of each room. So what you want to do is you want to start the fight, click on the button in the first room, and if it goes dark you can go to the next room, click on the button there, hope it turns dark as well, and then click on the button in the last room. Now if that one goes dark, you will have 3 dark trapzoids or buttons. All you have to do now is nuke the boss and you will have your achievement. Now if you click on a button and it blinks instead of that it goes dark, you will have to move to the next room and click on another button. You have to do that over and over until you finally find one that turns dark. So basically keep doing that until you have 3 buttons that go dark. After that you can just nuke the boss. It's a pretty easy achievement. Alright, so next up we have what's in the box. Now this achievement itself is actually pretty simple, but you are going to need a specific item for this. The item that you are going to need is called the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron. Now you can get this toy from doing archaeology, but if you are someone that does not have this toy, I would highly recommend for you to just find someone that has it, because I just spent 10 hours of farming this toy through archaeology, and let me tell you this, I didn't really have a great time doing that, but I guess I had to since I wanted to make a solo guide video. So yeah, I didn't really have a choice. Anyway, the achievement itself is very easy to do. All you have to do is just bring down the boss's HP to around 50 to 60%. Now whenever he reaches 50 to 60% HP, you will see this illusion of Yogg-Saron behind him. Whenever you see it, you want to open up your toy box and click on the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron. Whenever you do that, the puzzle box will start reacting to Yogg-Saron's illusion, and basically all you gotta do now is just kill the boss and you will have your achievement. So what we have to do for now we got bad blood is we have to kill the boss Factis after buffing War Mother Rakali. Basically the way that we are going to do this is by first clearing the trash in the boss's room. After that you want to pull War Mother Rakali, which is located outside of the boss room, into the boss room. You want to aggro the boss and you want to reduce his HP to around 50 to 60%. Now just be careful that you don't kill the War Mother, because otherwise you will fail your achievement. So after the boss reaches around 50 to 60% HP, you just want to walk around for a while until he starts going underground or something, and eventually he will start shooting these plague bombs. What you want to do is basically just stand in them with the War Mother. Whenever the plague bomb hits you and the War Mother, just kill the War Mother. After that, kill the boss and you will have your achievement. Now the boss might actually do some damage to you, so you might want to be able to heal yourself here or have something like a shield or anything that can mitigate some damage. Then we have another easy achievement, which is called Thrash Mouth All Stars. For this achievement, all you have to do is aggro the boss, attack him slowly, don't nuke him. Eventually he will start casting terrible trash. Whenever he does that and he hits you with it, you can just nuke the boss and you will have your achievement. So for the Edgelords achievement, I would highly recommend doing this on a ranged character. Now for this achievement you are not allowed to get on the platform where Zul is standing, which is basically the door that leads to the next boss. Now having said that, this achievement is very easy. If you are on a ranged character, all you gotta do is just stay away as far as you can from where he's standing whenever you start the fight. So what you want to do is basically just stand at the end of the stairs and nuke him. That's all. Alright, so next up we have Existential Crisis. Now for this achievement you want to have some immunity. So for example a mage with ice block, or a hunter that can turtle, or a paladin that can bubble. Now for this achievement you have to kill the boss without touching an existence fragment, which is one of these green orbs that you will eventually see laying on the ground. Now for those that have never been to Uldir and have no idea how this fight works, basically whenever you engage the boss he will start spawning an orb after around 10 seconds I think. And whenever that orb touches you, it will mind control you. Now if you are going to solo this and the orb touches you, you will get mind controlled and the boss will basically just despawn. So that's why you're going to need an immunity. Now I did this on my 422 Arcane Mage. I first tried this on my Frost Mage, but I couldn't do enough damage. So it didn't really work. Basically what I did was I jumped down the pit. I immediately used my time warp and my burst. Whenever I saw that he was going to cast the orb, I immediately used ice block. Whenever you see the orb on your screen, you want to cancel your ice block and you want to blink out. Sometimes the orb still hits you and you gotta go again, but sometimes the orb doesn't hit you, so it's kind of random. So whenever you blink out of the orb, you will have to zerg down the boss before he's going to cast the next orb, because you won't have any immunities anymore. If you zerg him down, you will have your achievement, and that's actually it. Now, if you are not doing enough damage, you might want to ask a friend, but just be careful that none of you pick up an existence fragment, so one of these green orbs, because if any of you pick up one of these fragments, you will have to reset the boss and go again, because otherwise you won't get the achievement. Okay, so now it's time for the last achievement, and then we finally have our Crawg mount. So this achievement is called Double Dribble. Now for this achievement you want to have a mage. We have to pick up a golden orb and put it in a machine without ever moving. And we have to do that 3 times. Now I did this on my Frost mage, which is 422 item level. And the reason why is because I felt like Frost had way more survivability than an arcane mage. Now, even though this achievement is pretty simple, you are still able to get a lot of damage. So that's why you need some decent gear on your mage. Now, as I said before, we are not allowed to move, but for some reason we can use shimmer or blink and it won't count towards moving. So what you want to do is you want to have the alter time talent and you want to have shifting power. If you have those, you will get your shimmer charges back way quicker. So what you want to do to get this achievement is you want to start the fight by attacking one of these ads, and you want to move to a golden orb. There's one on the left side of the room and one on the right side of the room. What you want to do is you want to click on the orb and you just want to blink your way towards the machine where you have to put it in. Now, after you blink 2 times, you can use shifting power and you will have your blink up probably again or within 3 seconds. Then you can also use alter time, which will also give you 1 charge of shimmer. Now you want to keep doing this until you reach the machine. Oh, and by the way, there will be these big ads that are going to spawn, these dark youngs. And well, you want to kill them as fast as you can while standing still, because sometimes they will knock you back. And if they do, you will have to restart because it counts towards moving for some reason. So whenever you see a dark young, just try to nuke it whenever it comes close. Now, after putting a golden orb in one of the machines, you will get a debuff for 2 minutes, which makes it so that you are not able to pick up another golden orb. So what you want to do for 2 minutes is just clear the trash. Whenever the 2 minutes are over, you want to move to the next golden orb and basically do the same thing as you did in the beginning. Oh, and by the way, yes, you are able to turn around. So if you have to blink to the right side, for example, then yes, you can just, turn around and blink over there. That doesn't count as moving. Whenever you put the second orb in the machine, you want to go back to the middle, clear the trash, just do that for 2 minutes. After that, you want to go to the last orb. You want to blink your way to the machine again, and you want to put the last orb in the machine as well. After that's done, you will see this yellow beam coming down. What you want to do is you want to make your way to the middle, and you just want to wait. Whenever the beam is gone, the boss will basically just charge out of the wall, I guess. And, well, all you gotta do is just nuke him. Now, if you haven't moved at all, you will get your achievement. So yeah, guys, that's basically how you solo the glory of the Uldir Raider Achievement. Even though most of these achievements are very easy to solo, if you have a friend or a guildie that also wants to do these achievements, just invite them, because it will make some of these achievements go faster and also even easier. Now, with that being said, I hope that this guide was helpful for some of you and that it helped you get the Bloodgorged Crawg mount. Also, if you want to see more like this, please consider subscribing. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.